Hi, I don't know why the lighting looks like I'm in Twilight right now, but bear with me. Hi! So today I am filming my end of the year book tag video, which I also did last year. For this one, I was trying to, wear something a little more festive, and I guess the only festive thing I own is my Hua Cheng cosplay. As you can see, my bookshelves are still very much decorated for Halloween, and I don't think I'm gonna take it down because I refuse to believe that Halloween truly is only 1 month a year. That feels like it's too short, and that's disrespectful, okay? And I'm Grinch. So, I'm a humbug, so I'm gonna stick with, the Nightmare Before Christmas. Thank you very much. Before I get into the video, I do want to mention that first of all, I started streaming on Twitch, so if you want to support me, you can go follow me over there. I play a lot of cozy games. Cozy games, I guess I started playing Infinite Nikki, so that qualifies as a cozy game, but I also play a lot of Genshin with Steph. And I also do a lot of reading sprints and co-working sprints. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, or if you just want to support me and help me get to affiliate, the link is down below, or my links are down below. Also, another thing I wanted to mention is that something I've talked about a little bit in a couple of my videos is that I used to have an Etsy shop, but I lost it because of technical issues and Etsy just being asked. So I have for now moved to Ko-Fi, so there I have commissions for both art and also book earrings, which are some of the, I think I've shown them before in my videos. I'll probably put a couple of pictures on screen to show you guys and give a couple of examples. And that's also an easy way to support me because I lost my Etsy shop and I'm currently working on building my own website, which takes a little while. So yeah, if any of that sounds at all interesting to you, please consider going over there as well. Just a follow is also enough, and also if you could also share it. I also leave a link to my official quote-unquote shop Instagram below, where I'll post some updates about the shop and the website, but also I'll post the same things on Ko-Fi, so it really just depends on what you prefer. But yes, anyway, with that said, let's get into the tag. The first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, a couple. I have Stars of Chaos, which I soft DNF'd just because I couldn't get into it as much as Heaven Official Blessings, but I did make a promise to Kenzie to try at the bare minimum to finish the first one, which I'll probably do in 2025 just because this month I'm mainly going to focus on finishing TGCF. So that'll be for a different time. Then we also have Belladonna, which was a book club pick. I originally picked this as a book club pick. By the way, I have a book club, Bungo Book Club, also linked down below. We're gonna do a anniversary readathon in January for the 1 year anniversary of the Bungo Book Club. So this is kind of like a soft announcement for that on my channel. So if you've seen my announcements for both Mermaid and Creeptober, it's in the same vein as both of those. It's basically a mix of both. But I have picked that one because I, for some reason, thought I had an audiobook for it. And I usually try to get book club picks where I do know that I can easily get my hands on an audiobook, but either on Everend or somewhere else. And for some reason, I thought I did have an audiobook for this book. I do not. So I didn't end up finishing it. It is a book that I do want to read just because it does sound interesting, so I'm probably gonna get to that one in 2025 as well. But for now, I also soft DNF'd it for that reason. But I guess to get into 2025, I might read that one. I guess. We'll see. Then we also have Heaven Official's Blessings Book A, which I only started a couple of days ago because I finished Book 7. And so I did start reading Book 8, which I'm also vlogging. I'm vlogging all of my reads of Heaven Official Blessings. I'm also going to vlog every single one for Grandmaster of the Moral Cultivation. I think I also started vlogging for Stars of Chaos, but I might start again just because I soft DNF'd it. And then finally we have Tenderly I Am Devoured by Lyndall Clipstone, which is an arc that I need to finish, I believe, before February. So that is also like when I'm gonna prioritize, probably in January. hopefully. I'm definitely, as soon as I finish Heaven Official Blessings, that's all I'm going to be reading, because I do want to read that one. Next question. Do you have an autumnal book to transfer into the end of the year? I usually pick books that fit either the vibe of like the season or like the month that we're in. Like I think I mentioned before, like in May I tried to read mermaid books just because of the art challenge Mermaid. Then in June I tried to read queer. I read queer books all year round because I'm gay, but I tried to prioritize them and also more diverse queer books in June. And then, you know, starting July and stuff like that, I tried to read more summery books, and then starting August and September I tried to read more Halloweeny books, that sort of thing. But for when it comes to the end of the year season, I tend to stick to still Halloweeny books just because I'm a Grinch. I don't like the holidays. So I think you can tell with the only festive thing that I own is my fucking Hua Cheng cosplay. Okay, that didn't get to wear at the convention because my mom's hairstylist fucked up my hair. We're not gonna talk about that, okay? Also, I was thinking of adding a bead at the end of the braid, but who's got the fucking time? I did add the butterflies though, so. But I guess what I guess could count as like a transition into from like autumn to winter, I guess, would be A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Caballero, and then also The Phantom of the Opera, which I read both of those in November because both of those were November book club picks. I reread A Study in Charlotte for the 3rd time because I made Steph read it with me. She read it for the first time, and because that book, the first one takes place in like September-esque, like that sort of thing, and then it ends towards, I think it ends in December, because I know that the second book takes place during, you know, Christmas and stuff. I think it actually takes place during New Year's. It takes place in winter, that's what I know, so I thought that's a good transition to that. And then obviously The Phantom of the Opera, which is both kind of like more Halloweeny but also more winter vibe, so I guess that's also a good transition to it. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Heavenly Tyrant by Shirang J. Zhao. I probably butcher their name every single time, but I butcher my own name, so I don't know if that's very important. I haven't read I'm Rito yet. I know, it's a crime, I'm very well aware. But I think 2024 has been the year where I kept the least track of books coming out every month. But I looked at, you know, books that were released in December, and one of those is Heavenly Tyrant. So, you know, that's my pick, I guess. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? I love how it says 3, and I've only put 1. The one that I put is Heaven Official Blessings Book 8. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna read any other books afterward. Obviously, I said I was going to try and finish Tenderly I'm Divided by Moonlit Clipstone, but as for books I will try to finish before the end of the year, I don't think I have any, because I did reach my reading goal. I am at 52 books out of 50. So I've completed everything that, after I finish book 8, I've completed everything that I wanted to finish before the end of the year. So technically I only have 1, I don't have 3. Technically I have 2 with Tenderly I'm Devoured, but I'm not very, like, it's not very important if I finish it before the end of the year or not. I don't know if I have anything else though. Not really, nah. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite of the year? No. Because once again, I don't think I'm gonna read that much more. I have very high hopes for Tenderly I'm Devoured just because I loved Lake's Edge so much. I still need to read Forest Fall, and I still need to read her other book that came out afterwards. But the vibes are there. I love Lyndall Clipstone. I love her writing style. So, you know, if I love it, it's probably not going to be a surprise. And with Heaven Official Blessings Book 8, already, I'm not even 100 pages in, it's already one of my favorites in the series. Just because of the conclusions that are happening right now. I'm also very happy with the fact that every single one of my theories, at least like 99% of them, were correct. Like, I was right. I predicted that in book 8 there was going to be like a group of characters who used to be friends, but then fell apart for 800 years. And in book 8, they're finally gonna talk shit out. And sure enough, that is exactly what happened. And a whole fuckload of other stuff. I'm very excited for this one. So if this one becomes one of my favorites of the year, it won't be shocking. So no, I don't really have any like picks for that. No, because I feel like I said, I'm not gonna read much more this year. Like, what day is it? I think we're close to the 15th. We're the 13th. We're almost halfway through the month. So I'm not gonna finish much more. I'll be very happy if I can finish book 8 of Heaven Official's Blessings. And oh wow, the final question. Have you already started making reading plans for 2025? I have. I did make like a complete, like, I don't have a reading journal. I do want to start because Steph has shown pictures and it looks so cool, and I also want to do it, but I know myself and I'm not gonna keep up with it, and then I'm just gonna buy a journal and it's just gonna lay there and collect dust, just like every other journal that I bought. So I made a couple like journal-esque things on Canva so I can kind of keep track. So yeah, I actually did, but when it comes to my goals specifically, I want to finish the Grandmaster of the Moral Cultivation series by MXCX, because Steph and I made a deal to finish Heaven Official Blessings this year and finish Grandmaster of the Moral Cultivation next year, and hopefully also Scum Villain, just because we're buddy reading the MXCX Dames together, and then I think we're also gonna move on to other Dames because she has read other Dames already, like started other series. I think she's read Stars of Chaos, and she's also read what she calls the Fish Dame. So that's also one that I'm interested in. But I guess we're gonna try and finish, at the bare minimum, the MXDX Dames this year, because both have 5 books in the series. We could make that, especially because another goal that I made for myself for next year is to try and calculate how many pages I need to read a day to finish a book in a certain amount of time, which is something I started doing because I wanted to finish Heaven Official Blessings before the end of the year. So I started calculating it, and it's very easy, and like it's not like stressing me out. Okay, I need to read 100 pages a day to finish it completely. No, 10 pages a day. Even my slow ass can make that. Then another goal is to read The Count of Monte Cristo, because that is a book that my grandpa has recommended to me a couple of years ago, and the last time he recommended me a book, which was If Only It Were True by a French author, which the original title is Et si c'était vrai? I think that's it. Et si c'était vrai? I think that's the title of it. I absolutely love that book, so I trust him. And also I've seen that classic going around a bit more recently. A bunch of other people are considering reading it, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's time. So I will. It's a chunker. It's a chunky bitch. But I think I already bought it on my Kindle. I might buy it physically. But if I buy it physically, it might be intimidating. But I guess I could try and find an audiobook for it, so I think it should be fine. That will be an issue for 2024, Chloe. Anyway, another goal is to prioritize diversity and quality over quantity. For the past couple of years, I have tried to prioritize reading more diversely. So also by authors of color, and authors from minority and marginalized communities, which I've continued to do, but I feel like I want to prioritize it even more, like specifically queer authors of color, especially after the recent elections. It's necessary, so that's something I'm gonna try and do. And also quality over quantity. I set my goal for this year at 50 because I read like a bit more than 50 last year. I don't remember how much I read last year, but I feel like 50 is manageable, especially now that I'm gonna calculate how many pages I need to read to finish a book in a certain amount of time, which will then lessen my anxiety. 2, also another goal is to prioritize finishing my manga collection before I buy more, because I have a habit of doing that. Like, we're going down the same rabbit hole as books when it comes to manga, and we're not doing that, especially since I'm going to America in April, and one of like my priorities is finding Psyche, and the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all, okay? And or on High School Host Club. Because Amazon, no, I can't find it anywhere here in Belgium, and Amazon is fucking ridiculous for those fucking prices, so no thank you. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna prioritize quality over quantity. So I feel like my goal for next year will probably be another 50, just because I can tell that it's manageable. I'm gonna set a goal for like June that is 30 books, because I feel like I can do that. And then going into the second half of 2025, I'm gonna set it at 50, just because again I feel like that's manageable. But if by the end of the year I don't reach the 30, that is fine. I think I'm gonna do the same thing that I think I did last year or the year before, I don't remember. I set my goal first at like a very manageable amount. I think I did it first at 20 and then 30, and then I like added 10 more to the goal every single time, which I think I'm gonna do again. I think for like maybe the first quarter of the year I'm gonna set a certain amount, and then I'm gonna add every other quarter of the year until I get to 50, just because I don't want to like give myself too much anxiety. But yeah, and I also saw someone say that instead of like making goals, they start making a bingo card, which is absolutely fucking genius, because I'm autistic and I feel like that's literally the perfect way for me to get shit done. Pardon. Next is prioritize the series I haven't finished yet. Oh lord, how many? Let me count. Let me do dumb shit and count. Hold on. We have oh god, let me stand the fuck up. We have, let me remove Casper. Here, Casper, you watch the camera for me. Oh gee, there we go. Can you stay? No, you're gonna fall. Don't fall. Thank you. We have, apparently Cemetery Boys is getting a sequel, so I guess that counts. I don't know when it comes out, but there we go. Am I going to finish the Iron Face series? I like the first one, not enough to continue though. We have, no, I haven't started those series. We have Night House. I need to finish. I need to read, still need to read Hellbent. Jesus fucking Christ. We have God Killer. I need to read the sequel still. We have the Sherlock Holmes series. We have Agatha Christie. We have Thrills of Paper and Fires, and like I need to read the sequels of those as well, which has been a minute. Chloe. We have, well, obviously Heaven and Physical Blessings, but I'm gonna finish that one. We have Grandmaster Neural Cultivation. We have, I'm also gonna count the manga. We have The Moon on a Rainy Night. We have I Want to Be a Wall. We have Bungo Stray Dogs. We have The Apothecary Diaries. We have Moriarty Patriot. We have Spy Family. We have we have Divine Rivals, we have Heartstopper, we have The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea, we have Get a Life, Chloe Brown, we have A Day of Fallen Night, we have What If It's Us, I also need to read the sequel, we have The Atlas 6, have the Twin Crown series, we have the Blood Air series, we have, sorry Casper, we have Truly Devious, the standalone that I still need to read. Casper, stay. Casper, stay. Casper, stay. Casper, bitch. We have Forcefall. We have, did I read Bridge of Souls? I don't think I have. I still need to read The Stolen Air. I need to finish the Divine Rivals. No, the Divine Delights series. I need to finish, oh god, I still need to read Kingdom of the Fear of the Evil. We have The Sunbearer Trials. I need to read the sequel because it came out. We have Little Thieves. We have Cornel. Oh god, what's up? This. It's my ass in shame. What else do we have? We have, I still need to read Vengeful, that's right. Oh jeez. We have, oh god, what do we have still? I still got a couple. Oh jeez. You know another book I want to read in 2025 is fucking Bunny. I need to finish that bitch. Oh my fucking god. We have A Marvelous Light. I still need to read those sequels as well, which I'm upset that I haven't touched yet because the second book is a fucking sapphic mystery, which I've been begging for ages, and I have it, and I still haven't read it. What the fuck? Is that it? I think that's it. I probably still have a couple on my Kindle, but I'm not gonna go through those yet. And then finally we have buy less books and get through most of my physical TBR, which is this something I'm gonna try and get to. I want to finish first the series that I have. I want to finish the manga that I have. And I think by every 10 books that I finish, I'm gonna permit myself to buy one. You know what I mean? And those are mostly just going to be excuses to buy books in a series I don't own yet. For example, the Twin Crowns series, I was about to say trilogy, apparently there's going to be 5 books in that series. Putain. I don't own the 3rd book yet, which is out, so I need to buy that one. Also, it's the same thing with the Blood Air series. I don't have the 3rd book yet, and I think that's a couple with especially with the manga. I think those, for every 10 book that I read, I'm gonna permit myself 1 book that is not part of a series I need to finish. You know what I mean? And that's probably also just going to be like even if so yeah, I guess it's gonna be 4 books from a series I don't need to finish, and also gonna have to buy the, you know, sequels that I don't own yet to finish a series. So rules in the book buying ban, okay? That was all of the questions. I'm very confused that there are so little. You got Casper. This thing detaches. Girl, are you gonna sit down or are you gonna fall over again? Boy. Oh my god, his head really is as big as mine, isn't it? Anyway. What was I gonna say? Right. That's the tag. Let me not cover Casper. So that was a tag. I always get confused that there are so little questions. I always imagine there are like, because it's a very strange number of questions. There's only 6 questions, and usually it's like either 5 or 10 or like up that way. Very confused. But anyway, another goal that I wanted to put for 2025 is not really a reading goal, but it's mainly a goal for my channel. It is to try to upload more, especially vlogs. I really like making vlogs. I feel like I'm getting better at them. I might be lying to myself, but I do want to try and film more videos. I also want to try and post some, you know, highlights of the streams of the games that I play, which I am playing. I didn't know whether to put them on this channel or on a separate channel, so that'll be something that I'll be deciding, because if you look at my channel banner, it just says games. So, you know, I don't know when I'll be deciding to do that. Maybe I'll play some games that are like story based, which I guess Genshin Impact does have a story to it, so I guess I might just upload like the ones that are of the story quests, or like the main story quests that like make me travel through the world. We'll see. And I guess same thing with Infinity Nikki. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I might, yeah, we'll see. If there's ever a game out that is like have an official blessing based, or like based on a book, I might upload it here, or, you know, maybe play them on stream on my channel, which I have tried before. I have tried to play, no, I haven't tried to play the game. I have tried to do sprints on my channel. I did do 1 live reading sprints, but I feel like I'm gonna stick to Twitch for now. So if you want to support me on there, you can do that. Also let me know if, you know, the idea of posting the clips on here is best, or if it should be a separate channel. Just because I feel like the games that I play are heavily like story based, so I guess it does still fit with like the readers like story channel that I got. But yes, and like I mentioned also before, my Etsy shop is now closed. So if you've seen before the things that I sold on there, I'm gonna try and reopen it, quote unquote, on Ko-Fi for now, and then afterwards I'm gonna move to my own website. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm hoping that I can upload this before the end of the year. I think I'm gonna prioritize editing this before editing the TGCF vlogs that I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys probably in the next year, because who the fuck knows when I'm gonna, because pardon, I can't. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next year, I guess. Bye!